I'm Cape Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly, daily, all the time, anytime comic show where I give you your fix of everything you need to know from the world of comic books and superheroes. And on today's show, we're taking a closer look at Superman issue number 36. The ongoing civil war for the heart and soul of Apokolips continues to rage on. Who will be victorious? Well, let's hop on in together and find out. Okay then, so picking up from where the last issue left off, all the major factions vying for control of Apokolips and Darkseid stead have decided to meet up for one giant Royal Rumble match. You got Kalibak, the son of Darkseid, looking to make his own power play, Granny Goodness and the Furies, the Darkseid loyalists, trying to gain control of the planet. And then in the middle of it all, you have the Superman family. Superman himself fights gallantly. Superboy, John Kent, distinguishes himself very well by managing the Dogs of War to help on the side of the good guys, and even Lois gets a nice little capper to her story arc of joining the female Furies by eventually turning against the female Furies to help her husband and son, a fact of which Granny Goodness and the others are none too happy about. Also, I guess it wouldn't be a review if I didn't gripe about power levels a little bit. Should Lois be able to single-handedly defeat all the Furies? No, probably not, but is it awesome? Yeah, so I give it a pass. And hey, what about Lex Luthor, the person for whom all of this is really happening? He got himself knocked out in the previous issue, and he stays out cold for the majority of the fight, the bad guys even attempting to drop him down to the cold, icy core of the planet. Superman saves Lex from this public execution, and in doing so shows mercy, something that is in desperate short supply here on Apokolips. Superman also vows to clean up the mess Lex made and fix the power vacuum on Apokolips by, well, essentially becoming their new leader as the peasants prophecy had predicted. He says that Apokolips is now under his protection and the protection of his family, that they should strive to be a symbol of hope in the universe instead of the regular symbol of tyranny that Apokolips is always known for. Granny Goodness and the Loyalists will be locked up, all the slaves of Apokolips will be freed, food will be given out to the hungry. Granny Goodness and her Furies get locked up, food is passed out to the hungry, and Superman gets that nice soldier woman and blind man to get together some good people so that Apokolips can have its first ever completely legal above board election so the people can choose their own leaders and, also let Superman off the hook at the same time. Now, when everyone returns back to Earth, Superman is ready to confront Luthor and vice versa. Lex is pretty upset at Superman for leaving him in the lurch at the beginning of this story arc after he had gotten kidnapped. Likewise, Superman is mad at Lex for lying and exasperating the problems on Apokolips. He says that despite how much he's grown over the last little bit, despite how much good they may have done working together, at the end of the day, perhaps they never will change. Perhaps Superman and Lex Luthor are destined to be at odds with one another. Luthor seemingly agrees with the Man of Steel because as the comic winds down, Lex tears off his own House of L symbol before setting it aflame right in front of Superman's eyes, perhaps signifying a return to a more sinister Lex Luthor. And with that, everyone, that was Superman issue number 36, a good enough conclusion to what was ultimately a good enough story. It was nice to see the whole Superman family working side by side in the end after having all their different journeys to bring them to that one point. They wrap up the whole leaderless Apokolips thing in a nice little bow. I have to wonder if they will actually do anything with the whole Apokolips as a symbol of hope style thing, or if they're just waiting to put Darkseid back in power and return to the status quo as soon as possible. I really did expect Lex Luthor giving up his Superman-esque to kind of, have a little bit more gravitas to it, a little more oomph, but it just kind of comes here at the end of the story. I mean, I guess it's pretty compelling when you stop and consider that both Lex and Superman had pretty valid reasons for doing what they were doing, and no one was really 100% in the wrong, so as a fan you can take sides. But I guess I just wanted a better send-off for good Lex, assuming that this is a send-off for good Lex. Who knows what the future's gonna hold for the character. Overall, I'd give this one a 7.5 out of 10. So that's Superman, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, why not check out some of these other videos I've been working on. Then you can follow me on Twitter at CapeJoel so you're always up to date on what I'm doing next. And hey, with the holiday season coming up, if you want to buy this or any comic book in trade, please use my book depository link down in the description. Not only will you get a great deal on your comics, not having to pay a cent for shipping, and if that's not enough, a small percentage of everything you buy via my link goes to support me in the channel, which would be much appreciated. So until next time, everyone, this has been Cape Joel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again later. Bye-bye.